Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're doing something a bit different and honestly incredibly relaxing. Instead of diving into a dense research paper or crunching complex data, we're taking a visual journey to unpack the design and architecture of a stunning tropical property. So, seriously, just sit back, relax, and let's get ready to mentally escape for the next few minutes.
It's a great question, isn't it? When you close your eyes and imagine that ultimate vacation, what are the elements that actually make it work? Today, we're answering that with a visual explainer of an architectural experience. We're not just doing a standard real estate walkthrough here. Oh no, we're going to break down how these spaces are purposefully designed to guide your day, shift your mood, and connect you right back to nature.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to imagine you've just arrived. You step out, the air is warm, and bam, this is your first view. Just look at the sheer scale of this estate. You've got this lush, incredibly expansive green lawn stretching right out in front of you. It naturally pulls your eye down that beautifully weathered stone pathway straight towards your vacation home. And those towering palm trees, they aren't just landscaping, they're literally framing the property, giving you this instant sense of total privacy and seclusion. You're not just arriving at a house, you're stepping into your own private ecosystem.
Section 1. Waking up in paradise.
Now, the foundation of any great getaway is rest, right? And the design of these bedrooms reflects exactly that. Notice the incredibly serene, nature-inspired choices here. You won't see any harsh lighting or loud, distracting wallpaper. Instead, we've got these gorgeous bamboo blinds filtering that soft morning sunlight, crisp white linens, and rich, warm wood tones on the headboards and side tables. Plus, tucking potted palms right in the corners brings a literal splash of vibrant jungle green indoors. It's a space entirely engineered for deep, deep relaxation.
And of course, the best escapes are meant to be shared. Look at how this space is optimized for larger groups or families. This smart bunk bed setup, right alongside a spacious double bed, totally maximizes the room's footprint without it ever feeling cluttered. And those high, white-paneled ceilings, they keep the air flowing and make the room feel absolutely huge. Looking at this setup, you kind of have to ask yourself, who would you bring along to fill these beds?
Moving on from the bedrooms to the morning routine, well, the washrooms here are basically designed to feel like a high-end tropical spa. Look at how they've integrated nature right into the bathing experience. We've got massive, seamless glass shower partitions, natural wood-slatted backdrops, and literally an indoor planter bringing broad-leafed greenery right up to the edge of the shower. Getting ready for the day in here isn't a chore. It's honestly a restorative experience in itself.
So, the crucial point is how these spaces interact. Look at this incredibly unique architectural choice. The sleeping quarters flow directly into the washrooms through these wide open entryways. There is a very deliberate lack of heavy doors or dark, confined hallways. This open flow really amplifies that breezy, unconfined vibe of a tropical home. You're meant to literally feel the air moving through the entire space, completely unbothered by tight, restrictive borders.
Section 2. Seamless indoor-outdoor living. Where the living room ends, the jungle begins. Keep that thought in your head for just a second, because in tropical architecture, the walls really aren't meant to keep the outside out. And this brilliantly illustrates that exact concept. Take a look at this spectacular living room. The massive sliding glass doors are pulled completely back, and suddenly, poof, the boundary between the living room and the tropical patio practically vanishes. You have this crisp, white, super comfortable interior that just spills right out onto the textured stone of the courtyard. You can almost feel the cross breeze sweeping through the room, carrying the scent of the local flora right past the sofa. It's just a masterful stroke of indoor-outdoor integration.
And that open concept, it continues right into the dining area. Imagine sitting around this beautiful wood and wicker dining set for a big group breakfast. Because there are no dividing walls, the conversation just flows effortlessly from the kitchen, through the dining room, and right on out toward the yard. You get the comfort and the shade of being indoors, but with the amazing sightlines and fresh air of eating al fresco. It's the best of both worlds.
Supporting all of this is the kitchen, which is truly the hub of the home here. It's fully equipped and thoroughly modern. The bright, clean cabinetry, tons of counter space, and those sleek stainless steel appliances create a highly functional space that's perfectly tailored for hosting and entertaining. Plus, it's beautifully lit by those gorgeous geometric lattice windows. So even when you're inside prepping a meal, you still feel totally connected to the bright, sunny world outside.
Section 3. The Ultimate Backyard Oasis. The perfect afternoon agenda. 1. A dip in the pool. 2. A ping pong tournament.
And 3, firing up the BBQ. First up, the pool. And wow, what a spectacular design it is. Just imagine the contrast of the hot, tropical afternoon sun on your skin, followed immediately by the cool, refreshing shock of crystal clear water. Framed beautifully by those soaring palm trees against a brilliant blue sky, this massive swimming pool is clearly designed to be the undisputed centerpiece of the backyard oasis. Architecturally, it's spacious enough to let everyone swim, splash, or just float aimlessly without ever feeling crowded.
Let's move to and see how this builds into the next phase of our afternoon. After drying off, it's time for some recreation. This shaded patio area, housing a full-size ping-pong table, is such a fantastic architectural touch. It offers the perfect balance. You get to enjoy the active outdoor fun of a tournament with your friends or family, but that deep overhang of the roof keeps you perfectly cool and protected from the intense afternoon sun. As the afternoon rolls on and appetites start to build, we arrive at the outdoor kitchen. This covered pavilion is the ultimate gathering spot. With ample seating, a solid prep area, and a large grill station built right against a gorgeous textured stone wall, it practically invites everyone to congregate. You can be cooking up an absolute feast while still being completely immersed in the tropical surroundings, casually chatting with the people still lingering over in the pool. It's communal living at its absolute finest.
Section 4. Sunsets and Evening Entertainment.
As evening approaches, the mood of the property completely transforms. As twilight sets in, the vibrant blues and greens of the day give way to these incredible deep purples and soft oranges in the sky. Notice the subtle, modern pathway lighting that clicks on. It illuminates the grass and safely guides you through the yard, but it doesn't overpower the natural beauty of the evening. The whole atmosphere becomes incredibly serene, quiet, and reflective.
And what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer drama of this view. You literally don't have to leave the property to find a world-class sunset. You get this breathtaking, fiery sky framed perfectly by the stark silhouettes of your own private palm trees, all right from the comfort of the backyard. It is the absolute perfect, quiet punctuation to a day spent entirely in paradise.
And that brings our visual explainer to a close. We've seen how thoughtful architectural design can completely erase the barriers between a comfortable home and a wild, lush environment. We've seen how open sightlines, natural materials, and beautifully designed outdoor hubs can literally dictate a day of perfect relaxation. So, with all of that laid out in front of you, the only question I have left is, when are you checking in? Thanks so much for joining me on The Explainer, and I will see you next time.